Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me on the Slice of Healthcare podcast. I'm your host, Jared Taylor. Joining me today is because you're from Spain. I might mess this up, but um, Andrea Giralt. Did I say it wrong?
Perfect. Andrea Giralt.
Yes, perfect. Yes, I mean it sounds way better when you say it, but I don't have a cool accent and everything. So I'm so excited to have you here today. Thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
I think we should dive right into it. I'd love if you could tell the audience a little bit about your background, and then we'll talk a little bit about Vessel.
Yeah, so my strength is scaling companies and high volume, right? So that is my strength. And I started being the first person hired by Hewlett Packard in Barcelona to scale the inkjet printer business back in the day. And so I had the pleasure to grow my expertise and experience as a corporate leader. My last capacity with them, I was managing 2 billion in cost of sales and all the inkjet printers in terms of operations management. And then I decided to jump into entrepreneurship and I founded my own company in consulting. I love innovation and technology. That's my passion. And so I ran my company helping companies like 3D robotics, and I was into nanotechnologies where I met Vessel. And Vessel was at that point developing what it was like a medical device, a device that was going into your toilet and was going to do the same thing that we basically later on did with the test cart. And I joined Vessel. I was really fascinated by the journey that they were painting ahead of us. And so it's been like a dream since then.
Yeah, it's I've diving in before our conversation to the company, really interesting stuff. Um, and as I was going through the website and continuing to learn more about you, and also we have a mutual friend that was telling me about the company too, which is great because I get to hear the passion from someone else. Um, can part of what I was reading through is you talk a lot about something like called the difference between being healthy and optimizing your health. Can you talk to me a little bit more about that as it relates to Vessel?
Sure, sure. So as you hear, I have an accent, right? So I am from Spain, and because of my DNA and the habits and all that, the Mediterranean diet, I'm very healthy, right? But that doesn't mean that I feel good every day, right? So there's probably days that I am really stressed out, that I don't sleep well, mood changes, like focus. This year has been really tough on me in terms of immunity and how I manage my immunity. So that is the difference, right? So, yes, you can be a healthy individual, but what are you doing to optimize your health? And this is kind of the focus of PESO, right? Our mission is basically to democratize personal wellness. And the word personalized is very important because you is very different as me, right? We have different habits. We have different DNA. We come from many different, we have different circumstances. We breathe differently. So what works for you doesn't mean that is necessarily going to work for me. So that is kind of like the essence of Vessel. And I can explain that a little more in detail as well.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I would love to hear more. I know our audience would as well.
All right, so the journey starts basically with a urine test, right? So you pee on a cart, you take your phone, you scan it, and in 3 minutes you have a perspective of some biomarkers. And urine is good for certain things, blood test is good for other things. Urine gives you a perspective, for example, on your hydration, which is super important. That is related with focus, and hydration is really something important to keep, but you also get magnesium, calcium, sodium, vitamin C, ketone A, as UTI. So you basically with Vessel, what you have is that sort of data immediately accessible to you. And then from there, you have the choice of deciding what is that you want to do, and we give you the tools. So we embark you basically on our journey where you can decide, if you take the recommendations that we give you in terms of the nutrition that you should add to your menu. So you have food recommendations that come to you. You also have insights and activities. So, for example, I I, as objectives, have chosen immunity, focus, and body. So every morning I get these tips that help me figure out how to improve my goals that I have preselected, and all that with the help of nutritionists. So you have access to nutritionists on chat that are there to help you unblock through the journey. And on top of that, we just launched supplements that are highly personalized, so made to order. So you would basically choose which are the objectives that you want to meet. And there's a bunch of objectives like sleep, body, calm, focus, digestion, energy, endurance, mood. And from there, you get into a medical quiz, medical grade quiz. After that test, that quiz, and together with the results of your P card, basically a specific formula is put together for you and it will actually made for you. And right there, you can compare what that price of that supplement will be with the price that you can get through Amazon. So the advantages of that is that you don't need the pill organizer anymore. In one pill, one formula, you get everything, and it's specific to what you want to achieve. So that is kind of our journey, is kind of like that democratization of personal wellness, and it's pretty affordable. So one test card, depending on the membership you choose, can cost as less as $15. So that is also something very important for our company because we want to be accessible. We want to be there for everyone.
And one of the reasons why people would want to, leverage your offerings, right, is part of that customization that you were talking about because of they're taking these tests, right? So you're able to really customize it to what they exactly need, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's super engaging. So if you want data, is right there in front of you. You get some markers, you embark on your food routine, you see how you're improving. If you get stuck, you have the nutritionists that are there to help you constantly. You're getting tips like and also activities, right? So for my immunity, one of the activities that has recently came to my daily is walking in the morning, right? So, and I added to my daily activities, I need to get out for 10 minutes and be in the sun and walk, right? So that really helps me through the journey. And I actually feel better. I am more productive. I am more present. And then kind of like that extends to the community, which is the beauty of really optimizing your health, right? So you continue to be that very healthy person, but you're more you.
And can you talk me through a little bit why practitioners in particular, why should they care about these at home tests, just in general, and then tie in obviously vessel. I would love to hear
Yeah.
that from you.
That's a key question. We are basically blown away. This is something that has happened organically to us. So the fact that we have the P card, right? The fact that we have our methodology that is proven, the fact that we have the personalized supplements, what has happened basically is that we have become like this fantastic formula for practitioners to offer to their clients, because the clients that they get into a practitioner, they not all want to pay like $2,000 for a blood test, right? They don't have the budgets to really afford kind of like going through that. And there's a lot that basically we provide with that package. It's kind of like what we call medium customization. When you go to a functional medical doctor, you get like the high-end customization where they go ingredient by ingredient and they do it there for us. What we've been able to create for practitioners is a methodology. Of course, it's upgraded because they have access to other type of ingredients that otherwise they're not accessible by the final customer, that they then can pick and choose. But it's kind of like a great package because in 3 minutes that you take the test card plus another 3 minutes to really accomplish that survey, plus the conversation with your practitioner, you basically have done the process that you need to truly understand what is going to help you meet your objectives, which is just a very good proposition. So we are really looking into expanding that and grow and scale that vertical.
What's next for the company? You know, we're in 2023 now. What's next for the company that you're really excited about?
We have big plans like all the startups, huge plans, right? So if you think about it, we just completed like what we call this end-to-end view of vessel, where everything is coming together. We just launched our new app re-architecture, the new methodology, insights and activities, the supplements. We are getting into gamification, right? So we're going to make it more and more fun for people to stay and be healthy. We are starting to B2B, and that's going to really help us understand what is this world of partnerships. So, in the end, our journey may also entail going into retail. So again, this is a whole journey. We still need to get ready for that. We still need to grow a little bit to be able to get that. But that is really our part of our mission, right? Is democratizing personalized wellness. So our intent is to reach to as many as possible and to continue helping you and everybody to optimize their health.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Slice of Healthcare. I hope we can have you come back on again, maybe on a panel where you can talk with some of your peers about additional issues within the industry that you're
Mhm,
really excited
mhm.
about solving. And can't wait to have you on again real soon.
Sign me in. I'm here for you.